Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Raphael's Insights. Welcome. I welcome you into the world of Turk, Divine, the Beautiful. Welcome. If you're new to this beautiful channel, welcome to this beautiful channel. And if you're not new, well, welcome back. As always, this is going to be the predictions for August 2023. This is another place that I really never talk about or predict specifically for this location, and I do want to start doing this more often. These predictions are going to be for Australia, Oceania. We'll just leave it in general in terms of Australia, Oceania. But I will say that the energies are looking very interesting in terms of very strong in some aspects. And I think the same energy that's like dominating the whole world is dominating Australia as well. And I'm going to tell you what those energies are in just a second. I am just going to harmonize the energies real quick because it did make me nervous to predict specifically for this location because I don't really know what happens. I really don't know what the weather's like. I really don't know what goes on, what's been going on there politically, or what type of things you guys would like me to talk about for those who are in Australia. But I am definitely trying my best. I'm just going to give you what I see in terms of my predictions, in terms of visions, in terms of the energies that I was able to connect and perceive. And we'll definitely go ahead and get started, but I do need your guys' help because I don't watch the news for Australia. I don't know what happens in Australia. If you guys see my prediction fulfilled, just drop it down in the comments. Be like, hey, your prediction got fulfilled, and like that I can make my video for prediction fulfilled. If there's something you want me to talk about in Australia, of course, let me know what you want me to talk about, and I will. But first things first. The card of the sun and the card of the moon are going to be dominating Australia. The card of the sun, I did see a little bit, I did look into a little bit about like what was going on in Australia, and I do see that there's a lot of speculation that due to like this weird warmer weather that Australia is experiencing, they're wondering if this is going to be like if this is like a pre-show to what it's going to be like when summer arrives. And I'll tell you, it is. Nothing is ever a coincidence, because in terms of what I'm seeing for like the summertime, or in terms of what I'm seeing in my visions, I do see massive fires for Australia. I see strong fires for Australia, bushfires. There could be one now, because in terms of what I'm seeing, August did have an energy of fires, but it could be a building, it could just be a bushfire. But I will tell you that I am seeing massive fires and strong fires in summer, definitely. And I believe your summer starts like in December. So I'm definitely seeing strong fires around that time. The sun is going to dominate you guys in terms of earthquakes. So I do see an earthquake for Australia as well. I did see that there was an earthquake, I believe, last month. There's going to be another one. Nothing too strong, nothing too powerful, nothing to be fearful about. But the card of the sun is also dominating, because I do see that the volcano energy is going to dominate Australia as well. I'm seeing movements of volcanoes, either volcanoes waking up or a repetitive volcano, either in Australia or near Australia, that's going to be erupting once again. But I'm seeing volcanic eruptions as well for Australia. The card of the moon is also dominating Australia in terms of lots of water. It seems like you guys are going to have the same energy of like these weird energies of one side of Australia, one part of Australia is burning, intense heat, heat waves, and the other side's going to be flooding and intense storms, because the card of the moon is dominating in terms of intense storms, in terms of, because I am seeing floods in the month of August, and I'm also seeing intense storms. Lots of water is what I was seeing in terms of visions, but the moon is going to dominate in terms of extreme weather, in terms of water as well, but also in terms of cold, because I believe you guys are still dealing with the cold as well. It was a little bit kind of hard for me to grasp that you guys are in another location experiencing different kind of a time, seasonal time, and it was a little bit difficult, but I hope you guys appreciate. But I'll tell you right now that I do see floods. If you live in a flash flood area, if you live in an area that's going to be receiving a lot of water, make sure you guys have your plans, because I am seeing more floods. And I know there was floods already, I believe, last month. I'm seeing more, definitely seeing more. The other thing that I was seeing, I had a vision that there was going to be like an explosion of a building, or an explosion in Australia, because I was seeing an energy of explosions. There was something that I saw that I really didn't understand, and the only way that I can put it to you guys is that I saw that there is going to be a lot of violence in Australia, or violence is coming to Australia due to either protests, riots, due to some sort of violent situation, but I saw a lot of violence in Australia when I looked into the energies. I think the same thing. The card of the strength dominates you guys in the month of August, but what I'm saying is this card here is dominating worldwide. This card here is holding us hostage because humanity has been very angry. Humanity has been very angry, and it's just people are just so angry and they're ready to lash it out and take it out. And also they're very fed up with their governments. They're very fed up, and the people are speaking up more and more. So I do see protests or riots or intense violence in Australia as well. That could be something in the future, but I saw it in the energies that I tapped into for the month of August. Something for us to be looking out. I will say that I am seeing with the card of the sun and the card of the death card. I'm also seeing agricultural problems or like food scarcity or situation causing some sort of like scarcity to some sort of a food. I believe the word is ailment, but the card of the sun and the moon tells me that there's going to be more issues in terms of food scarcity, in terms of issues with food. And I just believe that the energy of death is following world leaders and people that were in power, because the energy of death is also appearing in Australia as well. So either someone's going to pass away that was in power or is in power, or they're going to be having health issues. But this energy is definitely very complicated for Australia as well. Other than that, I think one last thing is that I did see like transportation accidents due to aircrafts or due to transportation as well. So the same energy seems to be dominating you guys as well as the other countries. I think it's just the energy that dominates the month of August, because the month of August did come in very strong. Just know that when there's a full moon, it amplifies the energy. So if there was already a lot of rain, you're probably going to receive even more water. So and in terms of the heat is coming in strong. I am seeing that the sun is going to hold you hostage. I'm seeing that the sun is going to hold Australia hostage in terms of extreme heat, extreme or just unnatural climate change climate. But the card of the sun is dominating you guys. Other than that, I believe that's it that I have for you guys. If I forgot to touch something that was very important in Australia that you guys want me to talk about, for those who are watching me from Australia, those who love to watch my predictions, let me know so that I can be able to talk about it in my next video for Australia. But for now, that's what I will give you. Please, if you guys can help me out with these predictions and just tell me, oh, this just happened in Australia, this is going on in Australia, just so that I can know, just so I can be able to create prediction fulfilled videos, because I don't really watch the news for Australia. But I will say that, and then there was one more thing I almost forgot. There was one more thing that I was seeing, and I really didn't understand it either. The card of the Wheel of Fortune was showing me like an intense storm, like a bomb cyclone. They keep saying bomb cyclone. I don't know if you guys get those, but it's just some sort of an extreme like storm that is going to be causing, I don't know, immense floods, because that's all I keep seeing. I just see a lot of water arriving. But other than that, you guys, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to do this. And if you guys can just help me and let me know what came true, or if my predictions came true, I would really appreciate it. And I'll continue doing predictions for Australia. If there's something you want me to talk about specifically, let me know also in the comment section below. And if you want to follow me on all my social medias, go down in the description below, click the link, and it'll show you all my social medias and where to follow me. And I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching my video.